Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My today's topic is introduction to essay writing, and in this topic I would discuss about essay writing and the different techniques that involve in writing essays effectively. So we would start first of all with the benefits that the essay writing involves. That if you know how to write a good essay, how that would benefit you in different ways. First of all, that would help you make a better writer, and you know that being a student, that would always writing a good writing would always help you to succeed in different ways and in different courses. Now in other courses you have to compose, write papers, you have to write examination essays, you have to write reports, you have to write research papers. And if you know how to write good essays, and if you know the basic structure of the essays, you would be that would enable you to write good reports, research papers, as well as to do well in exams, because writing good essays involve writing with having a clear point in your head, and writing in a well organized way, and always supporting your point logically. So if you know these techniques, that would help you to succeed, that would help you to be a better writer. Next, that would also writing an essay will also strengthen your skills as a reader and listener. That would also help you to develop and to have a mastery at the three important techniques that are always there in the writing, or that are always a part of any kind of a writing, because writing an essay will make you to know how to write an appealing introduction, how to write a solidly developed body, and how to go and how to write a well-rounded conclusion. And if you have an experience in writing these three parts of essays, you would be able to do well in different kinds of writings and in different kinds of courses. Next, that would also help you to be a strong thinker, a stronger thinker. Creating an essay in which that involves writing a thesis statement and writing the three supporting paragraphs, and each paragraph beginning with a topic sentence. ये हमेशा जब भी आप एक अच्छी राइटिंग करते हो, तो एक अच्छी राइटिंग में हमेशा आपकी जो राइटिंग होती है, पर्टिकुलरली ऐसे आपका थीसिस स्टेटमेंट से स्टार्ट होता है, उसके बाद आपके थ्री सपोर्टिंग पैराग्राफ्स होते हैं, ये ट्रेडिशनल ऐसे का आपका स्ट्रक्चर होता है, और ईच पैराग्राफ जो है एक टॉपिक सेंटेंस से स्टार्ट होता है. इफ यू नो हाउ टू राइट अ गुड पैराग्राफ एंड हाउ टू start a paragraph with an effective topic sentence, that would actually help you to write the any kind of a writing uh, in an effective manner. The essay writing would also help you to know how to carefully sort out the things, how to think through the things, and how to organize your ideas. And that would also help you to know how to discover and express your ideas in a logical and reasoned way, and not to do any kind of writing in a random way without supporting your viewpoints and without clearly writing down the things that comes into your mind and without supporting it. Rather, आप जो जब आपको एक ऐसे राइटिंग इफेक्टिवली लिखना आ जाता है, तो आपको पता होता है कि आपने अपने आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, अपने व्यू पॉइंट्स, अपने आइडियाज कैसे प्रेजेंट करने हैं और फिर उनको कैसे सपोर्ट करना है. The essay writing in short will train your mind to think clearly. That would actually to make you to be a clear-headed individual, and that ability will prove to be of value in every phase of your life, and that would actually help you to be a successful individual. There are different types of essays: the narrative essays, the expository, descriptive, and argumentative essays. And I want you to please read that in detail. Narrative essays, they are about writing a non-fiction account of a personal experience. Expository essays involve investigating an idea, discussing it at length, and then making an argument about it. Descriptive essays describe a person, place, object, experience, situation, whereas argumentative or persuasive essays, that in those essays you have to take a stance on the topic, and then you have to make an argument to support that stance. So we would first of all start with introductions, because introductions are always very important. Here I would simply give you a brief overview of that, and then I would discuss in detail in the upcoming slides. So you may start your introduction in any way. That would be an interesting anecdote, that could be a shocking fact or statistic, but anyways, you have to think clearly and you have to take your time to think about how to write an effective introduction. Then, how to write a strong thesis. Your introductory paragraph involves writing a strong thesis because that involves a thesis statement. And what is a thesis statement? I want you to please understand this thing, thesis statement, and to know how to write a strong or effective thesis. A thesis statement is the central claim of an essay, and it usually appears at the end of the introduction. And you have to read the model. When you read the model essays, try to identify the thesis statements there, and also spend time in writing down your own thesis statements. First of all, I want you to understand what is a thesis statement. A thesis statement is a main point that a writer wishes to express. This main point or this central idea is usually presented as a thesis statement in an essay's introductory paragraph. A good thesis statement does two things. Number one, it tells readers an essay's topic. And number two, it presents the writer's attitude, opinion, idea और point about that topic. thesis statement से हमें दो चीज़ें पता चलती हैं. सबसे पहले तो हमें ऐसे का टॉपिक पता चलता है और दूसरा हमें पता चलता है कि राइटर का स्टांस क्या है, उसका एटीट्यूड, ओपिनियन क्या है, वो उस टॉपिक को कैसे लेके जाएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, this is the thesis statement. Owning a pet has several important benefits. In this thesis statement, the topic is owning a pet, and the writer's position, writer की position क्या है, वो कह रहा है that owning a pet has several important benefits. अभी जी एक्टिविटी है. अब इस एक्टिविटी में what you have to do, you have to underline the topic. There are the different thesis statements being given. In thesis, each and every thesis statement में तुमने क्या करना है, you have to underline the topic and you have to highlight or bold the thesis statement. For example, पहली दो कर ली हैं. For example, the first two has been done for you. The first thesis statement is that our company president should be fired for three main reasons. अब इसमें ये थीसिस स्टेटमेंट है जी. इसमें आप देखो कि हमारा टॉपिक क्या है, आर कंपनी प्रेसिडेंट, और राइटर की पोजीशन क्या है, उसका एटीट्यूड क्या है, उसका ओपिनियन क्या है, वो क्या है. आर कंपनी प्रेसिडेंट शुड बी फायर्ड फॉर थ्री मेन रीजंस. हमें थीसिस स्टेटमेंट से ही पता चल जाता है कि ये ऐसे और ये राइटिंग किस चीज के बारे में है. दिस वुड बी अबाउट द कंपनी प्रेसिडेंट एंड दिस वुड आउटलाइन different reasons for which the company president should be fired. The next is the internet has led to new kinds of frustration in everyday life. हमारा टॉपिक है जी द इंटरनेट, और राइटर की पोजीशन क्या है, दैट राइटर इज गोइंग टू डिस्कस द डिफरेंट फ्रस्ट्रेशंस that internet involves. Next, the thesis statements have been given for you. I just want you to underline the topic in these and to highlight the thesis statements in each and every one. There are 8 thesis statements given for you and you have to do this activity. Writing a good thesis means writing a good thesis statement. That is, first of all, to start you need a topic that is neither too broad nor too narrow. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि तुम्हारा टॉपिक सबसे पहले तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए कि ये इतना ब्रॉड तो नहीं है कि इसमें बुक्स लिखी जा सके, एक ऐसे नहीं. That would involve writing the whole books and books. Neither it is too narrow कि we could not expand the subject, we could not expand the topic, we could not write that at length कि वो इतना नैरो है कि हम उसको at length नहीं लिख सकते. So सबसे पहले तुम्हें अपने टॉपिक की समझ होनी चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि तुम्हें तुम्हारा इंस्ट्रक्टर कहता है कि you have to write about the general subject of marriage, so that would involve writing books. तो तुमने क्या करना है, इसको लिमिट करना होगा, और लिमिट करने के बाद तुमने इसकी थीसिस स्टेटमेंट बनानी है और फिर तुमने इस पर लिखना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि तुम्हारा जो सब्जेक्ट है जिसपे तुम लिखने जा रहे हो वो कितना ब्रॉड है और कितना नैरो है. सो अगर ब्रॉड सब्जेक्ट है उसको आपने लिमिट करना है और लिमिट करके उसके बारे में आपने थीसिस स्टेटमेंट लिखनी है. ये एक एक्टिविटी है जो तुम्हारे लिए की हुई है. And there is an activity here that's about general subject. The general subject is that of family. If you are writing about family, you could not write a whole essay about family because that's quite a general subject and a broad idea. So you have to limit that, and the writer has limited it and we've chosen one character, that is the older sister, and then he wrote down a thesis or thesis statement, and that would tell us about the writer's position कि अच्छा वो older sister के बारे में हमें क्या बताने जा रहा है. The older sister, my older sister helped me overcome my shyness. Next, the general subject is television. Television involves so many genres and so many things. That's quite a general topic. So you have to limit that. And here the writer has limited it to a limited subject, which is TV preachers. आप इसके लिए कोई भी subject ले सकते हो. You may write on political TV talk shows. You may write on entertainment talk shows on television. You may write on TV dramas, you may write on the dubbed cartoons presented on television. So आप कोई भी एक टॉपिक ले सकते हो और उस पर फिर अपनी थीसिस स्टेटमेंट लिख सकते हो जो तुम्हारी पोजीशन बताएगी, तुम्हारा व्यू पॉइंट बताएगी एज अ राइटर अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, राइट. Next general subject is children. This is how this is being limited and how this is being limited. अब तुमने क्या करना है? These are for example, but for further practice you may have to see other examples of the general topics. कोशिश करो थोड़ी सी practice कर लो, general topics लो, उनको limit करो और उनके बारे में एक thesis statement लिखो. I want you to do that. Each and every individual, each and every student would do that for practice. This is an activity for you that would also help you to write to practice writing thesis statements. अब इसमें आपको 3 आइडियाज दिए हुए हैं. ये 3 आइडियाज के बारे में तुमने एक thesis statement लिखनी है. वो thesis statement के जो इन आइडियाज को डिपिक्ट करेगी, तुम्हारी पोजीशन बताएगी. इन आइडिया से आपको पता चल जाती है राइटर की पोजीशन. सो आपने इससे रिलेटेड एक थीसिस स्टेटमेंट लिखनी है. इन द सेकंड एग्जांपल टू यू हैव टू राइट अ थीसिस स्टेटमेंट अबाउट द गिवन आइडियाज. Next is that's an also important thing, that how to introduce and support your claims. Okay, whenever you have to write a claim or an idea, that should always be supported by research, by facts, by figures, by statistics. So for that you have to go through the model essays, read good essays and see how the writers used to support their claims with the statistics, facts, figures or different sources, right? Next, how to conclude an essay. Most of the time we are in a rush or in a hurry and we wanted to just be done or get away with the essay writing. So we used to end or used to write the conclusions in a very abrupt or awkward way. So for that, what you need to do, you have to read the model essays and see how they are being concluded. For example, narrative essay कैसे conclude किया है, argumentative expository essays कैसे conclude किए हैं writers ने. So इसके लिए आपको एक इफेक्टिव ऐसे अगर लिखना है तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि सबसे पहले तुम लिखने के साथ साथ तुम्हारे पास मॉडल रीडिंग बहुत हो, तुम अच्छे वाले एसेज जो है वो तुम पढ़ो so that you could get ideas. Then importance of brainstorming to generate ideas. The brainstorming activities which actually help you a lot in writing essays effectively, they include these ones: free writing, clustering, listing, questioning. So you need to we would see these techniques in detail in the coming slides. And another important thing is that you need to know the important terminologies that are related to your topic. आपको की टर्म्स जो हैं वो उसके बारे में तुम्हें बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए कि तुम्हारे की टर्म्स क्या हैं और उनके डेफिनेशन तुम अपने पास लिखोगे, उनको खुद से डिफाइन कर लो या उनके डेफिनेशंस लिख लो. दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू बी क्लियर अबाउट द की टर्म्स दैट आर रिलेटेड टू योर एसे. डिफरेंट वेज टू ऑर्गेनाइज योर थॉट्स. सबसे पहले जब तुमने ये ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग एक्टिविटीज़ में आइडियाज़ जनरेट कर लिए हैं, अब आइडियाज़ जनरेट करने के बाद उनको ऑर्गेनाइज करना ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. एक ऐसे कोहेरेंट होगा अगर वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड होगा तो वो अपील करेगा अपने रीडर को, वो अपील करेगा. अदरवाइज दैट वोंट बी इफेक्टिव इफ दैट इज़ नॉट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड और इफ दैट इज़ नॉट कोहेरेंट. So once you have developed your preliminary ideas, you need to know how to organize these ideas so that they could make sense. हम randomly और abruptly अपने ideas को present नहीं करेंगे, rather हम उन्हें organize करेंगे. इसके लिए again I would say that if you're writing a narrative essay, then it might make the most sense for you to describe the events of a story chronologically. Narrative essay में तो आपको idea है कि since that is an account, a personal account of an individual, so उसको हम sequential order में ही लिखेंगे. अगर तुम एक्सपोजिटरी या आर्गुमेंटेटिव ऐसे लिख रहे हो तो तुम सबसे पहले बहुत मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करोगे और उसके साथ रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन दोगे. इफ दैट इज अ डिस्क्रिप्टिव ऐसे तो तुम देखोगे कि यू हैव टू टेक इनटू अकाउंट द डिफरेंट सेंसेस कि तुम इसमें किसको डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हो, इधर दैट इज अ प्लेस और अ बिल्डिंग और एन इंडिविजुअल. तो आप डिस्क्रिप्टिव में आप ध्यान रखते हो कि आप उसकी अपने रीडर की सेंसेस को अपील करना होता है, तो आप उसकी फिर कंप्लीट डिस्क्रिप्शन देते हो. The next is the writing process that an essay involves. So here, this would help explain and illustrate the sequence of steps in writing an effective essay. So first of all, we would talk about the pre-writing techniques, then we would talk about the revision techniques, and then we would talk about the editing stage. So first of all, pre-writing techniques, they involve these 5 techniques: pre-writing, questioning, making a list, clustering, and preparing a scratch outline. And these techniques help you think about and create material. आपके ऐसे का material in pre-writing techniques से ही आएगा, and that's why they are central part of the writing process. First of all, क्या free writing क्या होता है जी? Free writing means writing down whatever comes to your mind that is related to your topic. तुम्हें पता है तुम्हारा topic क्या है या कोई possible topic क्या है, you are not very much clear about you have limited the subject but you are not very much clear about your own positioning. तो तुम क्या करोगे? You would simply start writing down the things that would come to your mind. So simply write and write and write, and don't worry about the spelling or punctuation or about being a foreign language learner. अगर तुम्हें ऐसे लग रहा है कि you are finding difficulty in writing things in English, तो अगर कोई idea तुम्हारे पास आ रहा है लेकिन अभी उसकी अंग्रेजी तुम्हारी समझ में नहीं आ रही, तो no matter, you simply write that down in Urdu. You simply write that down in your own native language, and afterwards जो तुम्हारे further process होगा, revision stage, editing stage, drafting stage, तो उस पे तुम उसको translate कर सकते हो. लेकिन free writing की stage पे जो भी तुम्हारे mind में आ रहा है, just simply jot that down without thinking about the spelling or the mistakes. Because free writing क्या करेगी? First of all, that help to break your mental block about writing, and you don't have to worry about the mistakes. Therefore, you could focus more in discovering about what you want to write about your subject. So here you would be able to focus more on writing your ideas, and you won't be worried about the mistakes. That would actually help you to jot down and to write down your initial ideas, your initial impressions, and afterwards they would become clearer when you would be going through the different advanced stages. When you do the continued practice in free writing, that would help you to develop the habit of thinking as you write. So that would help you to think and then write. Now, next technique is questioning. That would also help you to generate ideas, and because when you question, you yourself would question about your subject, you would ask different kinds of questions: why, when, where. So that would help you to be clear about your subject, and that would also help you to generate ideas about your subject. Then the third technique is that of making a list. That is also known as brainstorming, and you would simply make a list of the things that you think that you need to discuss in your essay. Suppose कि तुम्हारे ज़हन में टॉपिक है कि तुम लिखना चाह रहे हो पाकिस्तान एज अ प्रोग्रेसिव कंट्री, तो आप सिंपली तुम एक लिस्ट बनाओगे, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग होगी तुम्हारी, और तुम उसमें एक लिस्ट बना रहे हो, तुम कह रहे हो कि what I need to discuss in that. Okay, I would discuss something about Pakistan's geography, okay, Pakistan's history, then I would discuss about the different categories that would And okay, I have to discuss the Pakistan's political conditions, social conditions. Okay, in which sectors Pakistan could make a progress. Okay, I need to discuss the education sector, the industrial, the agricultural, and so on and so forth. So जो भी ideas हमारे जहन में आ रहे होते हैं, तो उनको simply एक list बना लेते हो कि अच्छा ये चीजें मुझे discuss करनी है, और वो फिर list आहिस्ता आहिस्ता improve होती जाती है. अब उसमें further चीजें जो हैं वो add होती जाती हैं. Next technique is clustering. Clustering is also known as diagramming or mapping. So clustering क्या चीज होती है? Clustering helps you to see your ideas. ये वो चीज होती है कि आपके जो आइडियाज हैं आप उनको लिख देते हो, वो आपको नजर आ रहे होते हैं. इन क्लस्टरिंग यू यूज लाइंस, बॉक्सेस, एरोज एंड सर्कल्स which help the reader to see the relationships, or which help the writer to show the relationships visually, the relationship among the ideas and the details. So for example, if I have to write an essay on the writing process, so what I would do, I would say, okay, I need to discuss the pre-writing stages, and this is the major idea, and the minor ideas related to that are clustering and pre-writing and outlining. Okay, I have to discuss the drafting process, and I have to also discuss the revision process. I have to discuss the proofreading process, and I have to discuss the research process, and the minor ideas related to each major idea is also being jotted down. तो ये विजुअली मुझे नजर आ रहा है पूरा स्ट्रक्चर कि मैंने ऐसे अपना ऐसे लिखना है और उसमें ये चीजें मैंने डिस्कस करनी है और कैसे मैंने ऑर्गेनाइज करनी है कि अंडर ईच मेन हेडिंग किस तरह से माइनर पॉइंट्स आ रहे हैं और ये पॉइंट्स मैंने डिस्कस करने हैं ताकि कोई पॉइंट मिस ना हो जाए. अब इसमें आपने एक दफ़ा इसको कर लिया है, क्लस्टरिंग कर ली है, तो उसके बाद अगर फर्दर आपके जहन में आइडियाज़ आ रहे होते हैं तो आप उसको फर्दर भी यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हो कि अच्छा ये वाला मैंने आइडिया मिस कर दिया था. लेकिन ये विजुअली तुम्हें पूरा इलस्ट्रेशन जो है एक ऐसे इलस्ट्रेटेड फॉर्म में नज़र आ रहा होता है, और दैट वुड एक्चुअली हेल्प यू टू राइट अ कोहेरेंट ऐसे. For example, you have to write an essay on TV and kids, and this is how you would see कि अच्छा तुम्हारी पोजीशनिंग क्या है, कि तुम क्या शो करना चाहते हो, ये तुम्हारी पोजीशनिंग है, और उससे रिलेटेड फिर तुम कैसे इन्फॉर्मेशन दोगे. यू वांट टू राइट एन एसे ऑन डेली लाइफ, तो ये तुम फिर उसमें क्या क्या चीजें डिस्कस करोगे, राइट. Next is technique number 5, preparing a scratch outline. Scratch outline is also important in the first 4 pre-writing techniques. And scratch outline जो होती है that often follows free writing, questioning, list making और diagramming के mostly लोग हर एक का अपना होता है. कुछ ये अपनी ये free writing, questioning, list making, diagramming, clustering के बाद outline जो है वो लिखते हैं, और कुछ इसके middle में कहीं पे भी किसी एक point पे आ जाती है. That depends upon the writer when he wants to, when he feels that he would be able to write a scratch outline. So that's गुड वे टू सी इफ यू नीड टू डू मोर प्री राइटिंग. आपकी अगर आउटलाइन अभी क्लियर नहीं है तो उससे आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा कि मे बी आई नीड टू डू मोर प्री राइटिंग. द स्क्रैच आउटलाइन इज अ प्लान that would help you to achieve a unified, supported and well organized essay. When you're planning an essay consisting of an introduction, paragraphs and a conclusion, that is very important. So here, for example, this is a scratch outline prepared by an author. तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि that is about a moving going, and movie going में उसके जो thesis statement है वो क्या है कि movie going is a problem. तो वो उसका positioning क्या है कि वो इसको एक problem show करना चाह रहा है, तो उसके लिए उसने ये scratch outline दिया है कि I would discuss these 3 points. So here is an activity for you. What you need to do. There are the 6 informal outlines, and you have to complete them by adding a third logical supporting point that will parallel the 2 already provided points. And the first 2 has been done for you as an example. For example, the first day on a new job can be nerve-wracking. ये thesis statement है जी, और इसके बारे में आपकी outline है, scratch outline ये है कि you would discuss here about meeting new people and how that could be nerve-wracking, and finding your way around a new place and learning new rules and procedures. So my stepmother has 3 qualities I admire, that is the patience, the thoughtfulness and the sense of humor. So this is up to you. Your third point, that must be according to the first 2, and that must parallel the first 2, and all these 3 must be related to the thesis statement. So here you have to do this activity. These are the 6 provided to you. Now writing a first draft. When you write a first draft, be prepared to put in additional thoughts and details that did not emerge during pre-writing. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि pre-writing में सारे ideas आ गए हों. जब आपने when you start thinking about a topic and when you start writing about the topic, you simply write that down. और ideas उसके साथ बाद में आते रहते हैं. And in the first draft too, sometimes you may not be writing down all the ideas, and you may also want to the ideas, if the idea do not emerge or you are having any difficulty, so you may simply write down do later in the first draft, and you may come back later and you may write the things in a clear way. So here too you should not worry about grammar, punctuation and spelling, क्योंकि वो हम रिवीजन स्टेज पे, एडिटिंग स्टेज पे उसको हम करेक्ट कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे आपका ज़्यादा गोल क्या है कि आपने जो आइडियाज़ जनरेट हुए हैं उनको आपने कोशिश करना है कि ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे में आप लिखो. So here तुम्हारा सबसे important goal क्या होगा, that you have to state your thesis clearly and develop the content of your essay with plenty of specific details. ये तुम्हारे मटेरियल के बारे में आएगा कि तुम्हारा जो ऐसे का मटेरियल है वो जनरेट करना तुम्हारा यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा पर्पज़ है, और थीसिस स्टेटमेंट्स को क्लियरली लिखना तुम्हारा पर्पज़ है. नेक्स्ट इज रिवाइजिंग स्टेज, revision stage. This stage is as much a stage in the writing process as pre-writing, outlining and doing the first draft. Rewriting क्या होता है, revising क्या होता है जी? Revising means rewriting an essay, building on what has already been done to make it stronger. Revision help you to make your essay stronger and more clear and more effective. Okay, what a writer has said, one writer has said about revision, it's like cleaning house and getting new. Okay, just go through that. Too many students think that the first draft is the essay. No, this is not so. They start to become writers when they realize that revising a rough draft 3 or 4 times is often at the heart of writing process. So writing process actually involves writing a rough draft 3 or 4 times, and afterwards you would be able to produce a essay in a well organized and a well coherent manner. So set your drafts aside for a while. So once you are done with your first draft, put that aside for a while and let your mind think about that for more clarity and for further ideas. So sometimes आपके लिए क्या होगा कि you would be able to come back to that first draft after a few hours, and sometimes maybe you are coming after a day or two, so that would be better कि आपके पास ज़्यादा, क्योंकि आपका mind जो है that is still working on these ideas, तो वो you would be in a better position to see that with an objective viewpoint and to see that more critically and to sharpen it. Second क्या है जी, most of the time this is being suggested कि if you type or type your essay instead of writing that down in your own familiar handwriting, तो ये भी आपको help करता है कि आप अपने essay को objectively देख लेते हो, आपको familiar नहीं लग रहा होता. Next क्या होता है कि if you read your draft aloud, so that would also help you to pick up your own problems and your own mistakes. And finally what else you could do in that stage कि तुम उसमें साथ साथ अपने written comments भी add कर सकते हो, because that would also help you to do well when you would be composing the next draft. So there are 3 stages to the revising process: the revising content, revising sentences and revise and editing.